Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to the Not Too Shabby YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be playing with my ephemera that is an add-on you can get if you are a part of the Paper Pad Club. The Paper Pad Club is 2 packs of 6x6 paper. They release a new set every month. You can subscribe and get it in the mail. And this is the add-on ephemera kit. I'll show you all of the pieces here. You always get more than one of each piece, which is fabulous because then you don't have to hoard it. You can use up your pieces and still have others to use later. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of altering to my ephemera piece just to give it a little facelift. I'm going to use some colored pencils and make this a little bit darker. Now, some of you might need this extra tool that I just put on, which are reading glasses. Yes, I've come to that stage in life when I'm probably going to have to get prescription glasses, but I'm still holding on to my readers. Yeah, that's me. So I am just taking a colored pencil and darkening up the fence. And this is like so easy to do because you already have the image there. There's these are really light, so it's a really good ephemera piece to brighten up a little bit with your colored pencils if you felt so inclined to do that. They're really cute on their own, of course, but you can see here it's just a really light layer of colored pencil, and then I'm going to kind of soften that out, blend it out with a little bit lighter color over the top. And I'm actually really loving the texture that the colored pencil is leaving on the fence. It gives it you know, that kind of wooden look. So I loved how it turned out. I'm going to do this to the entire fence, and I am going to do the entire image as well. So 2 of these pots have, or 3 of them, kind of have a more of a terracotta coloring, I think. And so I tried to give it a brighter version of that. So I brought in a few, I didn't have the perfect terracotta colored pencil, so I just kind of played around with some blends. And when I'm doing this, I'm really making sure that I'm not pressing hard. I'm really putting down a light layer and building that up with more layers as I go. And that allows me to blend these together. And so does a blending stump like this that I'm using right here. It's like rolled up paper that's been sharpened. And so it has a really soft tip, and you can use that to burnish the pencil into the paper. So I'm going to do that on the other 2 pots. I kind of left out the yellow on the next 2 and just really went with this kind of that, you know, burnt sienna brown and this reddish orange color. So those are the 2 I stuck with, and I really love how the pots turned out. They're probably like my favorite part of the image. Coloring these up was just really cool. I love the effect that it gave them, and I was able to still leave a highlight on them as I colored. I just you know, went really soft towards that highlight and then faded out to nothing. So there's the 2. I like it way better without the yellow, but they're kind of cool. All right, so next, the other 2 pots were more grayish, so I decided to come in with this kind of olivey green, and it really makes them look quite weathered and shabby. I love it. So the pots were definitely my favorite part of all of this. I would say the harder part of it would probably be the leaves of the plant that kind of go around the flowers. Like they're just thinner, and so you really want to make sure you have a nice sharpened pencil when you're doing the finer parts of this. Also, I love how the pencils really added, I don't know, just kind of brought up the intensity of this hat. I added in this golden yellow, and it's just kind of brightening up the whole thing. And I just thought it was really fun to do. I don't know about you, but when I was younger, I loved color books. And so this kind of reminds me of that. Like, it's really easy coloring, but you're still getting a lot of the satisfaction of it too. And the surface of these is really great for colored pencils. I would be interested to try maybe another medium with this, like maybe some Copic markers, which I haven't done, but I thought it might be fun to give it a try. And like I said, you have 2 of each image, so you know, if you mess something up, which could happen, right? That's happened to me, then you have another one you can play with. And I do have this tag, or this particular ephemera piece, already put onto a tag, and I showed the tags at the very beginning of this video. I'm not making them in this video, but I'm going to show them because I do use some leftover pieces from making those tags to create today's project, and all of those were done with this ephemera pack, the paper pad of the month for March 2024, as well as the stamp and die set of the month for March 2024. I'll be bringing that in also. So they're a really fun collection and all of the things work really well together. So here you can see I am coloring up the leaves on the plants and the flowers and using pink for that. And it's just, you know, a brighter color than what's there. And they look really, really cute in the brighter colors as well. So you can see when you color it in, it's not so kind of shabby chic looking. It gives it a whole different look. And I think both are really fun. I really played with the shabby chic look when I made my tags and I loved them. And so this is just another look you can get for your ephemera pieces just by adding a little touch of color here and there. So I went in and added some kind of wood grain style lines on my fence with a really dark brown just to finish this off. And I did add a little shadow with a light gray at the bottom of the pots. So here I wanted to show you the one I colored up. You can see it up close. And then here's this same ephemera piece used on this tag without the coloring. Same exact piece. So you can see what a difference it makes. So here's the two paper pads, A Walk in My Garden and Springtime Watercolors. I love these paper pads. I'm going to have everything linked below. So if you want a more in-depth look at each paper in the pad, you can do that. Plus, we have lots of videos here on the Not Too Shabby channel with this collection for this month. So you can definitely check those out. Get more inspiration on how you can use these in different projects. The team does such a great job with unique ideas for you. So make sure you check out the channel for more with these paper pads, the ephemera kit, the clear stamp and die of the month, and the box of the month. Some really fun things. So, all right, I am creating my own kind of background on this watercolor paper. Now you can see there's already a hole cut out of it. That's what I cut out to make my tag. And then I thought I would save that piece because I could easily turn this into a shaker card. But before I do the shaker part, I wanted to make my own, I mean, it is pattern paper. I wanted to create a more in-depth pattern paper with stamping and coloring. So I took all of those images that are little seed packs, put them in a row, and stamped my own background. And then I'm just coming in with colored pencils and really lightly coloring in the different areas. And like I said, there's already color behind this, so it's almost like it's like when you have you seen when people frost a cake, they put on the dirty ice layer and then they put the real frosting on top of that. That's what this is like. Like it's really easy to come in and add the color with your colored pencils because there's a little color already behind it. So it's quick, it's easy, and it's really fun. So now I'm just adding a shadow on the left-hand side of each of these seed packs to finish off the look. So cute. This is my favorite part of the card. Is that background paper. I love making my own background paper, and so I had the most fun doing that. All right, I added a window sheet to the back of my opening, and then for any shaker, you've got to have the foam tape, and you have to make sure that the edges of the foam tape are touching on all sides, so none of your shaker bits are going to fly out once you shake your card. So there is that, and then I will add some extra foam at the top so that part's not flappy on my card. I added a little anti-static powder so the shaker bits don't stick, and then I'm using some gold sparkle spots. These had a little bit of that kind of vintage antique gold feel to it, and I really liked that. So now I'm removing the foam tape and adding on my second piece of background paper, which is very subtle with that really light kind of cream color and white little leaves on it. All right, so before I added my ephemera piece, I decided I wanted to add a little frame around that circle. So I just brought back the same circle dies I used to make that circle and used one larger and made a little frame by die cutting the two circles at the same time from some dark brown cardstock. I did pop up my ephemera piece there in the corner and added that to my A2 size card base. And then I have some of these Love Grows Here sentiments already stamped from when I made my tags. I just stamped a bunch of a lot of things and then I had them left over ready to go, and that just makes your card making that much faster. Is, you know, when you have your stamps out, sometimes it's really easy to go ahead and stamp some extras, save it with your stamp set, and then you have them to use the next time. So that's what I did. They were already in brown. I went, since I was doing the colored pencils, I went in with my dark brown and added a shadow on the left-hand side to that just to dress it up a tiny bit. All right, speaking of things stamped and saved in your kit, I had these birds and the little trowel, and I decided I definitely wanted a bird because I love this tiny bird sitting on top of that fence. I did it on my tag too. So I'm going to do some blue and some kind of light brown on this bird, and that will be a really cute addition to this card. I always say love is in the details, and I feel like this bird is that detail on this card. So there he is, and there is a die to cut it out, which I absolutely love that all the images have dies for them in this stamp and die combo. Okay, I'm going to add some baubles next. I'm going to add them all over. I love embellishments, so I will admit that at times I tend to put more than maybe is necessary, but it makes me happy. So there it is, all finished up, and then you can see my 3 tags as well, and how I use the bird, the little love grows here. I put that on all the tags, and I use those die cut circles, which I was able to then use that leftover paper to make today's card. So now I have a card and tags, and I'm kind of maybe building up a little gift set I could give somebody. Yeah, we'll see. But thank you for stopping by. I will have all the things for our March collection linked for you below, so you can check those out at the Not Too Shabby shop, and I will see you all again very soon with a new video. Happy stamping! Bye!